So my talk today was how intelligent enterprises are making money out of data using, well, of course, using data and analytics. I went into concepts, I went into use cases, and some of the use cases where they've made millions of dollars by correctly utilizing analytics. So analytics is, well, I usually say data is the new oil and analytics is the engine. So if you don't have analytics, you don't know what to do with that data. Analytics actually helps you to take decisions, the right decisions, based on the data. And as we see going forward, enterprises, and I'll talk about intelligent enterprises, will have smartness or intelligence embedded in each and every process of theirs, and that will make it much more powerful, because data by itself does nothing, but it's the analytics component that actually adds value to the whole process. Yeah, it's funny that you asked that, but in India, analytics is maturing. It's at several stages. There's some matured analytics components, and there's some really very basic analytics components as well. Analytics starts at different levels, whether it is data management, whether it is descriptive, predictive, or ad hoc services, we're answering questions or something like that. And in India, I've seen that there's a lot of people who are doing data management and reporting kind of stuff, visualizations, and there are very few people who actually are doing advanced analytics, who are actually trying to understand what's happening behind the scenes with the data, and why is that happening there. So that is not matured that much. On the other side, there is a huge opportunity for India, because of the kind of education system we've got, to actually not only answer these questions for the Indian market, but globally. One of the challenges which I see is the lack of understanding of people, and rightly so. It's like a bubble, it's like a data science bubble, and everyone is a data scientist, which is very scary in itself, because anyone who's written a report or who's actually got access to some data call themselves a data scientist, and that's that's not very good for the industry, because the true real data scientists who should be doing statistics, who should be doing business, who should be solving business problems, are actually not getting the focus, and in that sense, that's not helping the industry itself, and that's a huge challenge. And I think that's happening because people think that once they become a data scientist, they will start getting doubling their salaries and so forth, and it's got a financial component to it, and also data science, as you know, is termed as the sexiest job of the 21st century, which doesn't do justice to itself anyways, so that doesn't help either. Has to be from the grassroots, and there is a reason behind it. A lot of people ask me, what do I do if I wanted to change career and become data scientist? I tell them that the fundamental of becoming a data scientist or doing analytics is statistics. And I remember most of the people in their schools actually skipped that chapter. And now that you've seen that you want to become a data scientist, and now that you see that you want to become a data scientist, you want to do that. So what do? Something that you didn't want to do in the first place. So that's a challenge in itself, right? So what I suggest to people is go back, do the fundamentals, read your 11th class, 12th class statistics books, get your fundamentals right. Once you've got it right, then it is easy for you to actually take it up. So upskilling is good, it's possible in programming and all the other aspects, but the fundamentals of statistics, they are really important for being an analytics person, and that's not being taught easily as well to an individual. So that is an important aspect. So it's more grassroots And we need to get, that's why if you look at it, people coming from ISIs are far more preferred in the industry from a data science perspective, whereas all the other institutes are just teaching people to code. Yeah, it's great. This is my first Cypher and I really enjoyed it. Looking at the audience, it's quite huge, and looking at how you guys have covered it, it's great. It's one of the, I think it's one of the premier events in the year. So I look forward to it next year.